We're here now on the stunning campus that is the Academy of the Sacred Heart in Bloomfield Hills. For 15 years, a wonderful woman named Vicki Oakley coached and taught here. Now, if her name rings a bell, well, it should, because she's arguably the greatest girls lacrosse coach that this state has ever known. Vicki is no longer with us, but her legacy will live on.
She's watching us, guys.
Yeah, exactly. She's up there, guys. All right? Hard on three. 1, 2, 3, hard!
When longtime lacrosse coach Vicki Oakley passed away from ovarian cancer in February, a light that shone so bright suddenly was no longer here for the world to see. But what a light it was. A terrific physical education teacher and coach, she guided a school of just over 100 girls to 7 state championships. Her coaching philosophy, empowerment.
She thought that the kids would earn that state championship from their hearts. They played with their hearts, and she would never expect them to be state champions, but she'd mentor them to become state champions.
Let's start the season off really well, support each other, encourage each other. If somebody does something well, Connie makes a fantastic save, let her know she's done a great save, all right?
She knew when to get on them. She knew when to back off. She knew when to say certain things to kind of get them going, and she knew when to be there and just be happy and friendly and stuff.
And she would always she would just come out with like different things that you wouldn't expect her to say. She was just kind of spontaneous. I guess that's the way to say it.
You guys worked so hard. That last defensive thing, you worked so hard. Katie ran from one end of the field to the other to slow down the little cheeky monkey.
She would just say great expressions during the most awkwardest times of games. When we were down, she would get that bit of humor in that would just boost us back.
You're breaking it down. That 2 isn't scoring. How many goals is 2 scored? 1. How many score? How many goals is 44 scored? 9. You know, we got the big guns.
She's just always very motivating, encouraging. She never yelled at me. She always just knew what exactly to say to help pick me up and stuff, which really helped a lot. Like, I still hear her every time I don't make a save. I look over the sideline, I hear her voice still yelling, you got this.
While current coach Debbie Pavley was the Grosse Pointe South coach during their multiple state championship heyday, Vicki, of course, was doing the same at Sacred Heart. They had quite the rivalry. When Debbie took over as athletic director at Sacred Heart 4 years ago, Vicki, quite naturally, was suspicious.
She didn't think that I would be capable of, transferring alliances, and our desk turned out to be across from each other, and she used to stand up periodically and just go, "Oh, Debbie Pavley wearing Sacred Heart gear, never did I think this would happen." But we became fast friends over the 4 years and traded stories on lacrosse and, helped each other out.
In a nutshell, the definition of who Vicki was, choose your adjective.
Determined, passionate.
Authentic. She was what she was, and you knew it.
Lively would be my word, because she just lived life to the fullest, and I think her overall joy for life was what made her such a great person, because she spread that joy to everyone that she knew.
Committed to her kids and the team like no other, Vicki coached the entire 2009 season. She made sure cancer would not keep her away.
She fought back real hard. She fought a lot, and she came back and you couldn't even tell there was anything wrong with her.
In fact, she continued teaching all the way until the very end. And now, as spring begins, so does another lacrosse season. And if you pay close attention to the signs, she really never left.
I think she's always still with us. Like the other day, the rainbow on the field. Yesterday afternoon, it rained. And just the big black cloud rolled over. It was a beautiful day like this, and then a couple drops of rain, but this huge rainbow. And the bottom of the arc landed in the trees, and the kids are like, wow, Vicki's at the bottom of the rainbow. So it was kind of an inspirational moment.
And ironically, the lessons the kids learned directly from Vicki have helped them deal with her death.
She created the atmosphere of such loving community and showed us what to do in all types of situations on the field and off the field.
As the healing process continues, the season is now upon them. Despite a home opening loss to Marion, they've already avenged last year's playoff loss to Cranbrook.
They're playing with an intensity that I typically don't see on Sacred Heart teams, which is just awesome.
There's something in us that's still kindling and will for a very long time, and we can thank Miss Oakley for that.